Happy July 4th weekend to you and your friends and family. I just wanted to discuss some tips and tricks on how to pass your real estate exam and get your license. Because right now I am actually testing for my broker's license, and I've said, hey, why not? I might as well pass on some of the knowledge that I kind of taught myself on how to study. So, my number one tip, right, is to go onto your state agency's testing centers or Department of Business Professionals website, right, and find the real estate testing brochure. All right, so for example, if you're in New Jersey, you would type in PSI Real Estate Sales Associate brochure license or testing license, okay? And if you're from Florida, then you would type in Florida State Real Estate Sales Associate DBPR brochure, right? And then you're going to find it. You're going to go and you're going to find the brochure. I'll leave links for New Jersey and Florida in the links below or in the description above, whichever social media account you're on. So once you get that, you're going to go and you're going to scroll through it. It's going to be a bunch of random documents with useful information in it. But honestly, the parts that you really just need to look at is going to be the parts that it's telling you it's testing on. The subjects, the subjects and I don't even know, the subtopics, right? So you have your main topics and then your subtopics. And you're going to look at the highest percentage that is going to be tested on. Which subject is going to have the most questions? What's really going to be focused on? Is it going to be the laws? Is it going to be the agency brokerage relationships? Like, what is it going to be tested on, right? You're going to find that and you're going to slim it down to the top testing subjects, and that's what you want to focus on, okay? So next, right, now that you have this handy dandy tool that not many people know about and actually helped me pass my New Jersey license when I couldn't pass. Like, New Jersey is very difficult testing, and I really, really don't understand how anybody gets it on their first time if they don't have this brochure or like a tutor that's private that's teaching them. Because I'm sorry, my school was not a good one in New Jersey, I guess. Plus I was pregnant and I couldn't retain anything. So, hey, there's that too. Florida, I passed on my first attempt, and yeah. So once you get that, you have that basis, you're going to end up, we're going to be focusing on the Florida aspect, remember. You're going to end up choosing your school, your real estate school. I highly recommend using Real Estate Express just because they're really easy and they basically give you all the information that you need for your test. Plus they have like post-licensure and like additional classes and tests and just a huge amount of help that you can use when you're studying. So you use Real Estate Express, for example, right? They're gonna make certain really, really hot topics and look at me sentences in bold, right? They're really gonna emphasize the fact that you need to pay attention to what's being said. And that's what you're gonna want to really like write down and put into your head and your subconscious. You wanna be able to memorize this, okay? My best tip for memorizing and really consuming what you're learning, right, is to not only read it, right, you actually got to write it down. And I mean, you have to write it down. If you're anything like me, you will end up, if you try to type, opening up Word documents and then copy and paste, and that will not teach you a dang thing. Won't teach you anything. It's best to get a journal, get a really, really pretty, awesome, personalized journal, right? And a really awesome, badass pen, and just jot down all of the important topics that you're going to be learning about on Real Estate Express around this course, right? And as you're jotting it down, I don't know why it works for me, But when I jot it down and I write it down, I end up remembering it more so than when I'm just reading it. When I read it, like, kind of go off into space sometimes, you know, I get a little bit airheady. So if you're anything like me, I really recommend getting a journal and writing it down. So once you pass your, you know, your entire course, you really want to make sure that the tests at the end of every chapter, you're getting 100% on. Just keep redoing those tests until you get 100% on every single exam per chapter. I'm telling you, this will definitely help you once it comes to pass your school exam as well as your state and national exam. So let's say you do everything that I say, you end up passing, right? That's amazing. So you just passed your school exam. Now what do you do once you pass your school exam? Well, it's simple. So there is a website I'm going to link in the description, and it actually has these quizzes that quiz you on specific subjects that are going to be most tested on within the state and national portions. And what you want to do with that is you want to just keep on testing yourself. Keep testing yourself until you're at least at an 85% or higher. I recommend to go even higher. You want to get as high as possible. 90s, 100%. Like, you really gotta push yourself in order to get your license. You know, it's not super easy, but it is gonna be worth it, right? So you just get these tests and you just keep going and you just keep practicing and you keep going back and you just keep doing those tests over and over and over again. Eventually your mind is going to rehearse what it means subconsciously, right? Even if you don't even understand it. And if you really don't understand something, like let's say that you don't understand a word, right? It's really important, something that I do, to go look up the word's description or meaning in its subcontext and just keep writing it down. Write it down like 6-10 times, how many times it takes for you to really get it in your head what that word means. And really pay attention to the ors and the e's at the end of, like, for example, mortgage or, license e, mortgage e, I think it's see, you really just want to be able to like consume everything. And when you're tired, like really tired and you can't, it's just not coming in your head, take a break. Take a 10-minute break and then do something to really relax yourself, because you want to be relaxed going into this. This is going to be a very stressful time. Studying is not easy. It's not really always enjoyable. Like, you have every now and again the time frames of when it's enjoyable, but honestly, it's boring. And I'm not gonna lie about it. Like, I'm taking my BROCHURES right now and I'm already bored. I've gotten into the first chapter and I'm already bored. But honestly, like, it's stuff that I just tested on because I'm coming from a different state, and you know, so I already have most of it in my head, but I also have to do exactly what you guys are doing just so I don't fail. And it's gonna be all worth it. Totally is gonna be all worth it. Also, there's Facebook groups for agents that are studying, for agents that are prepping. Go ahead and look into the description. I'll leave those in there as well. If you need mentors, hi, I am a mentor. If you need help, private help with learning and studying, I can give you some guidance. I can only provide guidance in the states that I am currently in. I can provide free resources to you guys if you're in a different state that I'm not licensed in, but I can't give you any guidance because I'm not licensed there. But if you're in New Jersey or in Florida, I can really offer you better interpersonal help and guidance with your studying, because I know how it works. I remember literally every step of the way. And if you guys fail, don't give up, because if you want to give up right after you fail the first time, like let's just say that you failed your state portion by maybe 20 points, 10 points, 4 points, 1 point, and now you just want to give up, what's the point? That feeling is so normal, but don't give up, because if you want to just give up, then like how are you guys going to make it through real estate? Like, come on now. Real estate is a very up and down sport, and it's very aggressive and crazy and emotional and exhausting, and you are gonna be drained. This is not oh, I'm gonna get right into, real estate and become a bala shakala. Like, no, you're gonna end up getting really tired. So when you fail on your test, if you ever do, hopefully you don't beat yourself up about it. Figure out where you're wrong, because they'll tell you in which subjects you're failing in, and then just get back to the books. And really, that's it. Contact me if you need some help, guidance, if you need to find, better quizzes to keep studying on, get some flashcards, really write down, the descriptions of words that you don't understand. Get somebody that's your friend, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your sister, I don't know, the neighbor across the street, the guy that's at the gas station. Get somebody use the flashcards on you. Might be weird, asking the guy at the gas station, but hey, you never know. Maybe if you don't have anybody, he'll help. Or she. So, there you go. Contact me if you need some help, and best of luck on your licensing exam, guys. Peace out, and contact me if you need some Florida real estate help. P.S. I have a property management company coming to you soon. So, don't forget about me. Alright, bye guys.